Yo, what it do, motherfuckers? This is your number one crew. This is Over the Ropes Wrestling Podcast. You already know what it is. It's Thursday. I'm hyped. I'm crunk. I'm on an iPad. No glitches. It's about to be smooth sailing. This is OTR mic drop in the building.
I'm mad about how you gotta mention shout out the glitches. Boy.
Hey man.
What happens when you live in the backwoods? What it do? What's up? This is your boy Jay, aka Rank Jay, aka Back to Full Time Jay, aka Thursday Night Jay.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Trey, aka Treyway, aka OTR Trey, aka Thursday Night Trey. And yeah, man, we are here. This is Over the Ropes Wrestling Podcast, episode 131, titled NETFLIXMANIA. And we're gonna talk about why it was named that.
Banger.
Let's go ahead and clap it up for ourselves. All right, y'all. So we're going to just go ahead and get it started. Last episode, we were doing our Saturday night main event predictions. I have them right here. I wrote it down. So can't nobody fudge the results. But
You see how you trying to do it, Jay?
You said what?
I see. You see how you trying to do it, Jay?
I be forgetting my picks too, so I ain't just talking about y'all. But all right, so it was 5 matches. Let's start off with the first match: Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. We all picked Drew McIntyre. He won. So, what y'all think about that match?
It was decent. It was a regular match.
It was all right.
Okay.
Anything? I just want to start this off. I was not impressed.
I wasn't.
There we go.
I was not impressed. I was not impressed. It was a regular shit. It was like fucking SmackDown on damn Saturday. Okay.
The show was very weak. It was very weak.
Oh, what? I guess that's why it was on free TV. Huh? I guess that's why it was on free TV.
The next
they gaslighted the whole event. They gaslighted the whole thing.
Yeah. The next Saturday night main event is on my birthday, January 25th. So I'm gonna be hyped for that one.
Maybe they'll have it in Charlotte.
I wish they ain't gonna do that shit in Charlotte. But
yeah.
Next match. Next match was Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. Liv won this clean, by the way, no cheating involved. And then after the match, she got confronted by Rhea Ripley, which will lead into later discussions. But how'd y'all feel about that match overall?
First of all, why Rhea Ripley always got to pick the girls up like that?
Oh, you talking about after the match?
Yeah.
Because she likes picking people up.
First, it started with the pinning, right? Started with the pin. Legs touch the feet, the ankles touching the shoulders. You know what I'm saying? That type of pin. And then you want to pick up the girls, had their legs wrapped around you. Then you go on Instagram, you swirling the little reporter around your neck and shit, almost showing her penny draws. Like, Rhea, what you trying to do? What you trying to say?
Who knows what her and Buddy into, man?
Listen,
I don't
really have anything good to really say when it comes down to this Saturday night main event. I'm gonna just say, hey,
You said what?
I don't really have anything good to say when it comes down to this Saturday night main event.
Well, talk about it then.
It,
What didn't you like?
What's up, True?
it was average at best. Let's just
There we
put
go. Well, let's get some critiques in here.
call a
I
spade a
mean,
spade. It was
yeah,
average. All the
All
that
right.
matches.
shit, that was a
But
cease.
all right, how'd you feel about Jesse Ventura coming back? I liked him. Uh, I liked
I
him coming back.
I liked him coming back until he started talking.
Why? Because he was dissing Cody.
Once he started he was doing too much. He was doing way too much.
He was doing him.
Yeah, nah. Listen,
You just not a fan of the body.
No,
I never
I
was.
applaud.
I never
We
was.
we applaud the nostalgia, right?
There you go.
But
hmm
let's do some takeaways. How close they had the fucking range, right?
Well, it was in the Hammerstein ballroom.
I understand that, but very close. And then you see every time somebody came down, they had security behind them, so
Yeah.
it kind of gave like I don't know, man. It was just like I applaud the nostalgic effort, right? But one thing that I will say, Triple H, you're new, right? Anything old that Triple H has tried to reinvent does not go positive. Everything new that Triple H does is a banger. So I say leave the past in the past, let that resonate. I don't think that with this new world and this new age that we are in WWE to bring an old pay-per-view style, PLE style event into the modern day, I don't think it's gonna get that same reaction that it probably would have got 10 years ago.
I can agree with that.
I disagree.
I gotta agree with
The
I
name, okay,
disagree.
you get excited for the name, right? We didn't
Yeah.
get you got a couple appearances from like the people who were in that Saturday night main event type esque,
hmm
right? But they're all sitting in the crowd.
It's not
Jesse
like
was
it's
one,
every Sat. It's not like it's every Saturday. Like if they
no,
do this once a
I get
month,
it's not
I don't see the problem with that.
like the nostalgia, having the referees in the old school gear. That's great. I love that
hmm
nostalgia, right?
The
Um,
entrance way. They had
Listen,
an
okay, you
old
want
school setup. They had an
I'm
old
I'm
school setup in
I'm
the entrance way.
I'm fine with them if they decide to do it once a month, okay? But don't build it up in the way that they built it up. Okay.
like a
Just
pay-per-view.
like they put all this stuff in, emphasized and built it up and everything like that, and it was a flop. That's all I'm saying.
This was the first one. You
Maybe the
do it,
next
you
one,
learn
hopefully
from
the
it.
next one's
You
better.
do it, you learn from it, and then that's how it gets better.
Well, then I'll hold my judgment for the next one and we'll see. But if the next
Yeah.
one is anywhere near close to what this one is, nah, they got
Oh,
hang up.
I'm gonna say this. I don't like Halloween Havoc on NXT.
There you go.
Now I will say that I don't like when it comes to the NXT ones, like In Your House, Halloween Havoc,
Great American Bash.
Great
I
American
don't
Bash.
like.
Well, I was never a fan of Great American Bash in its original form.
I'm just
Um
saying.
uh but yeah, I can understand. I do like the nostalgia of bringing certain pay-per-views, PLEs back, especially because I mean, who cares? It's just as long as the show is booked right, I
Yeah.
don't really care. Honestly. Like they had one a show called Great Balls of Fire. Like, I mean, what are we doing?
That, okay.
I
So
think I would have respected a lot more if they would have treated Saturday night main event like it was and like a show. Right? If we would have got it in a show format instead of a PLE format, I think I would have been a little bit more on board. But the fact that they had it in like a PLE format,
and then
it
it threw me off. It threw me off because I was watching it on Peacock. I wasn't watching it on NBC.
yeah,
I was.
So when the commercials were hitting, I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Oh, but it's actually on NBC." I forgot that.
yeah.
Yep.
So I liked it because you know what I'm saying. It gets and also it gets more eyes on the product by having it on NBC. as opposed to being on Netflix or being on USA or stuff or Peacock. Like people
I
still
mean,
just get regular cable.
I agree with that. I just think that they should do it in a format of a show and not the format of a PLE. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, technically, it's a special show because it's a regular Saturday night show on primetime TV.
Yeah, but it was still Saturday night main event was always a show though. It was never a PLE. You get what I'm saying? It was never booked as 5 matches and that's it. They had the backstage interviews, they had the in-ring promos, they had all that stuff on
If
Saturday
it
night.
was actually, and you got to remember because they were on NBC, they're not able to play with the time like that. So it would have it went by so fast because it was literally just match, 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 match,
Yeah,
match.
yeah.
It was no there was no promos really. There was
Hey,
no
that's what
like
I'm saying.
backstage interviews and things like that. So you're saying they should have done it like they do a Raw or a SmackDown
Pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah.
instead of just doing match, match, match,
The
match,
way that the
match.
matches were and the way that the show was, the way that the show was and the way that it went, it should have been handled like it was just another Raw or SmackDown.
Hmm.
Okay, I
That's
can
the way
agree with
that
that
they
because
Yep.
I went out for my homeboy birthday on that Saturday, and I'm thinking I'm about to be watching it in the car or with a spot. That shit was over by the time I left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, let's move on to the one. Now I blame Jay for this. We was all wrong, but your new Women's United States champion is Chelsea Green. I
I
wanted
should
to pick you,
have.
Chelsea. I wanted to
I
pick you, Chelsea.
should.
I let Jay get in my head and think about this Tiffany Stratton cashing in at Mania with double titles and all this other stuff.
Hey, now if I was right, you would have been like, shit, I think Jay's on
But
to something here.
but you weren't right.
Because the first thing that I said is that this shit was not gonna be no battle of the goddess, the main like the main superstars battling for this shit. The first thing I said it was gonna be, B or C grade competitors fighting for this US title, and
Man,
then
as soon as fucking Meechin beat Tiffany, I was like, okay, Chelsea winning this shit.
Yeah, as soon as I was with you on that one. As soon as
yep,
Michi won, I knew Chelsea was gonna win it.
And she won
yep,
clean too.
Yeah.
yep.
But
If we would
so
have did
thoughts on go
if
ahead.
we would have did the predictions on Friday after that would have happened, I would have definitely been I would have said Chelsea all day.
Yeah, we
Agreed.
did pick we did go early, but
Yeah.
to me and JD's credit, we did say if it ain't Tiffany, it's Chelsea.
Well, Tiff wasn't even in there. If it was Chelsea versus Tiff was gonna win.
Oh
Come on,
yeah.
yeah. Y'all know it for sure.
If Tiffany was in there, I don't even know if she would have went against Chelsea. She probably would have went against Bailey
Probably.
True.
because they still got beef from the Nia stuff. So yeah, but I want to talk about Chelsea Green for a minute. We've been talking about how they need to just let Chelsea Green cook for real because she could really go in the ring, but they got her playing this particular character to where they kind of make her look like a joke, but she's really been going crazy. Her character has been one of the best parts of SmackDown. Um, and I'm
Yeah, her
glad that
character
they.
doesn't
I
fit the
see.
rest
This is
of
the
the style.
second time because I came close because I had picked her to win Money in the Bank, and then she went through that table. She went through that table, and I was like, but then Tiffany got it. So
The
yeah, shout
character
out to Chelsea
definitely,
Green, man. I think she's gonna hold that thing for a minute too.
they do need to change her character though. The character definitely does not fit the wrestling style.
Well, this particular character, because she got them unhinged, crazy characters too that she
Yeah.
could be doing on the indies. And when she was in TNA,
Uh-huh.
this particular character, like she said, belongs in the Diva era. She said she
Yeah.
wanted to bring the Diva title back,
Oh my God.
but the thing is, it would fit her character if she did bring it back. Like her and Tiffany are the only two that could pull off the Divas Championship and it'd be legit
It
What I
would.
say,
today.
in the past.
Because Tiffany's a Barbie. Tiffany's literally a walking Barbie.
But what they say, they said that the Divas Championship was one of the biggest L's that they've ever did, and they would never bring that back.
Well, yeah, because you had serious wrestlers, or what you would consider serious wrestlers, walking around with a title that said Diva. Like, why is Natalia walking around with a? I know she was on the show, but why is Natalia walking around with a Divas Championship? Like, that's like having Bret Hart walk around with whatever joke type, the 24/7 title.
Not the 24/7.
I'm trying to think of a male title that was considered a joke, but
The $1 million.
they've all held it. Now, that was legit. All right, but let's move on. All right, we all picked Finn Balor for this one. We had Gunther versus Priest versus Finn, and Gunther ended up pinning Finn after dropping Priest. Looked like he saved him first, but dropping Priest on them stairs and then going in and then doing the drop kick that Finn does, did the missile drop kick, and
At,
then did the power bomb and finished him off. Pause.
at this point, they've turned Finn into the new age Jey Uso right now.
Well,
They just gonna make him a chaser.
nah. Well, so they said that recently there's
What's
been
up,
a lot
Xander?
of praise for Finn Balor, and he's turned into one of the locker room leaders.
Leaders.
So usually,
Oh.
when you become a locker room leader, you are in the run to getting your title shot. So I think it's coming. It's just not coming as soon as we want it.
This was
Yeah.
the L. This was the
It's not
biggest
gonna come
L.
until he. It's not gonna come until he leaves Judgment Day or is kicked out.
Well, it's coming now. Now that they dropped the tag titles, we already predicted that. So now that
Mhm.
they dropped the tag titles, I mean, Judgment Day is pretty much done and over with.
Well, it's not done and over with. It's just going to be Dirty Dom calling the shots now.
Yeah,
He's going to get
we
backed up
gonna
and start his line.
we gonna get to that. But did did y'all think at all that Priest had a shot?
No,
Mm-mm.
no.
Priest
Okay,
already had
I'm
two
yeah.
fucking title opportunities. I knew he wasn't going to win.
I think
Granted,
Priest will
granted, he did
eventually.
get screwed out of both of them, but
I think Priest will eventually get another title shot and win the championship down the road, and at a later time. So he's definitely going to get another title run.
Yeah, about 2 years.
It's just not right now, right?
y'all nicer than me because I don't think he getting the title back at all.
He might
Nah,
get an IC. He
I
might get
think
nah.
an
he I
IC.
think I think I think he a one and done world champion. They have those.
They definitely do. Finn Balor.
He gonna get. I think he gonna get his back though. I mean, Braun Strowman, one and only, one time only Universal champion.
Yeah.
Who's another one that's only won it once? It's a few. Um, but yeah, I don't really see Priest because that World Heavyweight Championship scene, especially with what's coming up with Netflix. We gonna talk about that. That's one of our topics. I don't really see a place for Priest. He got his money in the bank. He he did his cash in at WrestleMania. He had a good title run. He defended that shit like 5 different times. He had a good decent run. I don't know if he's gonna. I think they put all their eggs in that basket, and now he's a little fan favorite, so they'll still put him in the mix here and there. But I don't really see Priest winning it again. He'll come close, but I don't think he'll win it anymore.
I think I put Priest in the same category for the championship as Sheamus was in, right? And Sheamus has had what 4 title runs? I think 3 or
Mhm.
4. So
Yeah,
I
but they
mean,
started calling him Friday Night Cena. They were booking him that way though.
yeah. So I mean, I definitely believe that Priest is going to get another title run. Like you said,
Maybe
it might be in the next 2 years though, but he's definitely going to be in that title picture.
maybe if he turns heel again.
I think. So I feel like the next one he might get is like the IC. He's already held the US title. I feel like he'll
Yep.
get an
And he's
IC.
been a tag title, so he become a champion if he gets the IC.
Well,
Yeah.
technically, he can't be a Grand Slam champion because he would have to win the undisputed championship.
They call that a
No,
they call it something else. They call it something else.
WWE.
Mm. No,
I
they
thought,
call it something else when you win both world championships, IC, tag, in US. They call it something else.
Super Grand Slam.
I had to look it up, but it was something. It was something else.
Mm.
All right. All right, let's get to the last match. JJJ. What is your boy doing, man? We had Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens for the undisputed WWE Championship match.
You said, what is my boy doing? My boy winning. What you talk about? What you talk about?
So
Yeah.
Cody did win. KO brought a chair into the match. We had a bunch of referee knockdowns. This match got crazy at the end. We had a
Put
bunch
your
of
list
referee
up.
knockdowns.
Put that list up. With who chose KO? Where did KO?
Nobody. Nobody.
I could have sworn you said KO.
No, I said I want to pick KO, but I'm smart and I didn't. Plus,
I
KO got the
remember
title
that.
right now anyway. So anyway, uh,
No, KO has the women's championship.
yeah, exactly.
KO
But
does not have the title.
but uh, so I want to get y'all's thoughts on the end of the match. So Cody does the crossroads on the chair, which I mean it is what it is. He looked at it, stared at it for a minute. I feel like this Cody Hill run is coming, and then I'm really going to start fucking with him then. But have y'all ever seen a referee count from outside the ring
Outside
like
the
that?
ring.
Oh, you talking about stand outside and count? So it's
Yes.
like so
That was bull.
when I
That was
looked at
bullshit.
that,
That shouldn't have
when I
been
Listen,
looked at
counted.
that, I was like, this motherfucker can't get in.
sometimes
I
you got
said,
to
hold up.
improvise. Sometimes you got to improvise. All
Hey,
right.
Nah,
that
fuck
was
that.
the most improvisation right there.
Yeah, sometimes you got to improvise. You got to go you got to go with the flow. You know what I'm saying?
True. Don't do that. You sounded like Xander. Talk about I picked KO and KO won the winged eagle belt.
Man, listen. I am gonna say this, okay? I am starting to get tired of them doing this. Oh, when the show goes off the air, Cody Rhodes got attacked type shit. Like, it's starting to get annoying. It's starting to get aggravating. Or they do it from the fan perspective, or the backstage cameras caught it when the show went off the air. It's starting to get like they're doing it too much now. It's starting to get
That's for the real fans. That's for the real fans.
it's starting to get almost as bad as Brian Danielson with his you know, back-to-back draw matches that he had. Like that's how aggravating it's starting to get for me.
So from what I heard is to pump up WWE's social media presence to an all-time high.
I get
That's
what
what I heard.
I
No,
get why
I
they're doing it.
agree with you. I agree with you. That shit is so fucking annoying.
It's
So
annoying.
the first thing that I do, oh, it's off. Let me go to IG. And then I see that shit. I see fucking Triple H
Yeah,
push Kevin Owens. I'm like,
you
when the
damn
fuck did
right.
this happen?
I
You
didn't even
damn
know it
right.
happened. I didn't even know it happened until the next day. And then I saw the on the Instagram, I saw Triple H coming out and shoving KO with the belt. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? And then I go back and I see the video with him, and I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Like,
Because I was like, hold on. Did I fucking miss something? Because I could have
that's
swore
what I
Cody
said
Rhodes.
too. I was like, I
I
don't
was
remember
Y'all
like,
this.
sound
I know Cody
y'all sound
Rhodes won. Hey,
y'all sound like some grumpy old men, man. This is the
That's
new
what I
no,
age.
told
look,
you.
you,
It's
no,
about the internet now, man.
Nah,
Trey,
man.
you're not
And the fact
listening.
that you notice, look at every time KO does something, he does it after and he puts it on social media. His whole thing has been that he does stuff after. He attacked him after
So
at Bad Blood. He does it he does the stuff in the car. Like it's part of KO's character.
so KO needs to be named Kevin Paul now.
Okay.
No, KO needs his own title, and his own title is gonna be called off the air title. Because that's the only time he actually does something is off the air. Like it's
Look,
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
what it did for me is I had to go back on YouTube and be like, did I miss something? Because I could have swore Cody won.
I
So
almost
I went back and watched, and I was like,
there you
okay,
go.
Cody did win. Because I'm
I
like,
had to
KO
do
got
that
the
too.
fucking
I
belt.
almost
Like,
went back and rewatched shit. I was like, wait, did I miss something?
I could
What?
have sworn y'all liked it when he attacked him at Bad Blood.
The first time. This is now time number 5.
Number
Like,
2.
no, this is more than number 2. Because he attacked Randy Orton backstage off air. He
I'm talking
attacked
about
Cody
with Cody.
Rhodes like twice off stage back off the air. And then he attacked Cody Rhodes just now again. This is like the 3rd or 4th time that KO's done it.
whatever. Whatever. But all right, so he hit him with the package pile driver. So that looks to be his new move now. Well, he didn't do the package on Randy. He just did a regular pile driver. But
Yeah,
before we get into
Randy 295. You can't do a package power driver on Randy Orton.
the next topic, which was brought to us by our very own Mr. Mike Drop, um, I've been seeing stuff online. So, do y'all make anything of how physical Triple H got with KO
Okay, so you talking about
when he
No,
pushed him in the throat and
you talking
he
about Bubba Ray
bumped him?
podcast, right?
Yeah, busted
it's,
open.
it's
They
all
talked
Yeah.
for
about
show.
it,
It's all for
but do
show.
you think
Listen,
that any of that?
Triple H is not getting back in the ring. Let's get that out of your mind right now. He ain't.
That wasn't in my mind. I think JD
Uh,
knows where I'm about to go with this.
I just said for the ones that are thinking it, he still has that heart condition and he ain't about to risk it. So that's not happening.
Okay, so that I don't. I agree with you, Jay. That hold on, what does that say? Paul does not do
Paul does
anything
not do
by
anything by accident, but he's not wrestling.
I agree with that.
right.
Everything Triple H
Okay,
does is calculated.
Now Triple H could be a
no,
referee where
no.
he could turn around and screw somebody.
Go ahead and
Okay,
say it,
so
JD.
what I no, and it might not even be what you're saying, but believe it or not, what I can definitely see about to happen is Triple H is about to don that role like Vince McMahon did, and he will take some questionable bumps, but it won't be like a serious bump to where it's almost like him wrestling. I feel like it's about to be like on some real controversial that he'll get
I can
physical.
see I can see
They'll
that.
knock his ass out and shit like that, and you know what I'm saying. But one thing that they got to pay attention is that KO is one of Triple H's boys, right?
Yeah.
So that's one person that Triple H will trust to conduct the incident just like that.
I would see Triple H taking a bump. I would see KO attacking Triple H
Yeah.
and giving him a power driver or something like that to better the storyline. I just
Yeah.
know for a fact that Triple H isn't getting back in the ring. It's
Who's you
not.
gonna say?
So
Because I know.
so JD, I mean not JD, Jay pretty much said it.
Yeah.
Because what Bubba Ray was saying on there was, and I agree with this. I didn't think about it at first. They said that there could be a situation where uh, Triple H and Kevin Owens are in the ring together, and Triple H apologizes to KO, saying I shouldn't have done whatever, and KO acts like he's going to forgive him, kicks him in the stomach, and then gives him a package pile driver.
I can see that.
So I could see
That
and then
and that's what I
I
mean
didn't think
by
about it. I was like that actually would make sense because unless you're going to make unless you're going to do a trilogy match with KO and Cody and then put Triple H make himself the special guest referee, I see that be the only other way to do something with them.
yeah.
He got to take a bump though to before that happens because him
Mhm.
taking that bump will set him up to be the special guest referee. So
Hmm.
He's. I
he
feel like
can.
he's taking. I feel like he's gonna take that bump at Netflix.
Yeah.
And
I
then
think
he
he's taking.
said, if I don't know if y'all watched the kickoff to Netflix that Raw did. I mean that
Yeah.
WWE did yesterday. But KO
Yeah. There.
said he's because he screamed at the camera because he's walking around the wing championship. He screamed, "Yo, December." He said 26, but it would really be the 28th. But this is gonna be Kevin Owens' first time on SmackDown as your champion or whatever. So he's gonna show up to SmackDown with the winged belt. So we'll see what happens. Zando says
Right.
Triple H don't apologize.
That's very true though. Triple H doesn't apologize.
Yeah, but Triple H is different now. He's a he's a man of the people.
I don't think he would call him out to apologize. I think he would call KO out to call him out on his behavior and his actions after the match, after he lost it. And then I think that's when KO going to snap again. And when he snaps, he's going to take out Triple H.
And the crazy thing is, there's been a lot of talk about the monsters that people have created, like Sammy telling Seth, Roman's the monster that you created. KO is low key the monster that Triple H created. That's why he was telling Randy, "I'm more worried about you than him and Cody and all that. I'm worried about you for messing with him because he's crazy. I know you're crazy, but he's crazier than you." So
So
I can see that.
based off of this storyline, you think that KO is gonna be the one to take the title off of Cody?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I want it to be,
No,
but no, hell no,
but
hell no.
so I definitely can see it being an instance. How we get the Randy Orton and Cody feud is leads into this year. Because
Yeah.
you remember a long time ago, we were all saying that it has to come to a time where, somebody got to blame Cody. Like, I'm always getting hurt because of you. I'm always getting
Hmm.
taken out. I feel like this is Randy Orton's last straw. I got taken out by the bloodline for helping you. I got taken out by Kevin Owens. And Triple H got taken out by Kevin Owens for helping you. Enough is enough. He tried to save him. He saved him the last time, but I feel like that this is when Randy Orton turns heel and he hits him with an RKO after saving his ass again.
Okay, well, we'll
I like
discuss
it.
that.
I like it. I don't know, man. I don't know if I see Randy going heel right now.
Oh, what up, Jamari? It's our
I
affiliate.
feel like Randy, I feel like Randy's gonna go heel. I feel like Randy leading up to WrestleMania, he might go heel.
I guess,
You
yeah.
know when they take when they take these long leaves of absences be due to a kayfabe injury, it usually leads to a persona change because the last time he was hurt and he came back, he was face.
No, you want to know what I'm sick of? I'm sick of Cody doing the same thing that he did in AEW, doing little teasing actions like he's about to go to the dark side, but never doing it. I'm gonna need him to finally pull the trigger this time. Damn it,
Cody's not going heel, man. Just let it go.
he's
He's
not
not
gonna be
doing
babyface
Although
his entire career. Like, let's
no,
get that
no,
out your
no.
head.
He's not. He's definitely not. I mean, at some point, Cody will go heel, but it won't be until after he loses the championship.
although I do feel like that he got taken out this way because he really does have an ankle injury.
Possibly. He is
Yeah.
supposed to be on the Netflix. He is supposed to be there on Netflix though on January
Oh,
6th.
wait, you talk about Netflix, the one that you said wasn't promoting them, but now they're promoting them?
No, I was talking about the kickoff show where he wasn't there. Oh, because KO was that one.
Yeah. No. I thought you was talking about the Netflix show where you was talking about how they promoting CM Punk and all these other people, but they didn't have
That's
Cody
because
Rhodes on the flyer.
the reason why it's hard for you to remember because you don't rewatch our episodes.
Mhm.
If you did, you would know what I'd be saying.
I remember it because I was there for it.
Between you and Cody and Zandel and CM Punk, I mean, Jesus Christ. No, the way that they just be like on them.
No,
Oh,
you knew I was gonna bring it up because you specifically said in the show that they ain't promote your boy Cody Rhodes.
Because at the time they didn't. I wasn't lying.
Hmm, okay.
you did right after the next night. Did they shit. Uh,
Nah, sorry, Zando. I'm back to full time now. There's no more part time right now. Maybe in January it might be part time. We'll see how that goes. But as of right now, I'm full time.
All right,
but
but let's get back to JD's topic because we were supposed to talk about pile drivers. So hold on. What
I got it.
was it? Yeah, okay.
I got it.
I'm about to say it. Okay.
So for this, it plays right into what happened at Saturday Night Main Event. How has the history of the power driver changed wrestling? And to add on to this, so that's the first one. And then the second part is a Panama Sunrise or a Canadian destroyer the same as a power driver?
So I have to say, yeah, then pretty much in 2 weeks I'll probably be back to part time, but we'll see. So to me, the power driver has taken years off of wrestlers' time. Like
Uh,
if you look at the history
When
of
done wrong, yeah.
the power driver has ended careers, is taking years off of people's careers, right? I mean, the
uh-huh.
power driver is technically one of the reasons why Stone Cold ended up with neck injury, and his time came as fast as it did. And I guess you would say it's the big reason why they banned it, because they realized that, getting dropped on your neck, whether you do it right or wrong, at the end of the day, it's still gonna have some type of effect. Especially that fucking the one that KO was doing, where what's it called again?
The package pile driver.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
The
The
crazy
only
thing is, it's a banned move, but it's in WWE 2K24 because I just put it on one of these characters.
It's in every wrestling. I mean, they'll never take it out of wrestling, out of the
They
video
took
game.
the curb. They took the curb stomp out for a
Did
little
they
bit.
really?
For a little while,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's when Steph started doing that Japan style finisher.
I
If you
don't think
really want to sell a move, take it out the video game.
I mean, me personally, in my opinion, I don't think that they should allow it. I get, as a wrestling fan, the significance of the power driver, but from a talent wise, it's not, to me, it's not worth it.
Okay.
You didn't like when the Undertaker and Kane did it?
Of course.
That's what I was about to say. But as you see, like with the history, right? They made the tweets, right? Because when they used to do it, when Bret Hart got hurt, when Stone Cold got hurt, when Owen got hurt, like when people got hurt doing the power driver, it was sit down, like it was inverted, right? So they would sit down with it. It was straight head trauma. So then they switched it up when the Undertaker and Kane started doing it. It was knee first, and their head would never touch the mat. It was almost like a shoulder brace. So that's why they kept it. And so I've seen a lot of people saying like, okay, I understand it was so bad, but how did you let Undertaker do it for what 3 decades, and then Kane was able to do it? I said, well, if you pay attention for a long time, the Undertaker didn't do it. He incorporated the last ride. He was doing the choke.
Yeah.
So he stopped doing it for a while, but then they had to really practice. Like, is this really going to be safe? And so then they started doing a different inverted. But then I was just watching a video, and it was on, like, I think it was on IG or TikTok, and it was saying just how the way that they incorporated the power driver into this day and age in WWE is selling a story, and it's for real serious storylines, as opposed to, sorry, AEW, got to take a shot at you. The way that they do it at AEW is just another freaking move, and Muggs is countering it, popping out, and everything like that. So that's where that question is: a Canadian destroyer and a Panama Sunrise the same thing as a power driver?
I
Because
would have to say it.
technically it is, because all
Yeah.
you're doing is flipping over them.
I mean, it's not that the power driver, isn't unsafe. I mean, I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but I agree with what Zando's saying. I don't think the power driver is for everyone. Everyone can't incorporate the power driver. And then you have to be
Congratulations, Xander.
But no, on the real though, I mean, like, you gotta be 100% sure that this person that you're entrusting to do this power driver is going to execute it right. Because we see what happens when you let the wrong person do the power driver and they don't do it right. I agree with you. I like the fact that one, KO's it's not part of his moveset for when he's wrestling. It's part of his heel turn. It's kind of like when Randy Orton was doing the punt and he was taking out the legends and stuff with it. Like, they're incorporating in that aspect, because you see every time he does it, Michael Cole comes out cussing and screaming, "There you go with that damn bam move again." So I appreciated that.
So Xander, what? Hold on.
Go ahead.
So he said Petey Williams was a power driver, but he did a Canadian destroyer. But you just said that a Panama Sunrise and a Canadian destroyer is not a power driver. Petey Williams he created the Canadian destroyer.
The Canadian destroyer is a power driver.
Exactly. That's what I want to know.
Is 100% is a power driver.
Yeah.
The Panama Sunrise, I mean, that can be argued. That can be argued. I know.
It's the same thing. Same thing.
So our research department reached out to me just now, and they have informed me that Bill Longson a former three-time NWA heavyweight champion, is said to have invented the pile driver. He popularized the move in the late 1930s and early 1940s.
Mm.
And then going back, it says uh, kneeling reverse pile driver. I guess that would be kind of like what Undertaker then did.
Yeah.
Um, it says the move was innovated by Carl Gotch, but the move was first utilized by Andre the Giant in the 1970s before it was popularized by the Undertaker, who called it the Tombstone Pile Driver or simply Tombstone, and was later used by his kayfabe brother Kane with the same name. Just a
Mm.
little factoid for
I
y'all.
mean, you just got to think about this, right? When the Undertaker was doing the Tombstone, think about how long they had him stop for, and then he had to incorporate the last ride, right? And then if you really look at when he brought back the Tombstone, it was
He held them high.
high up. He had the person from his knees, like their head wasn't even by his knees anymore. Like it was
So
more
he would hit his knees and then lay them down.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like they took that shit through R&D like crazy to bring it back. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think you got to think about one thing about wrestling, right? And you got to think about how times have changed, and you got to think about what's the big thing now: the concussion protocols, the CTE, all the other shit that they have now. I don't know if the risk is worth the reward for them just to bring back the power drive, and then somebody incorporates the move wrong, and then now you got a wrestler who is in concussion protocol that can't be on the show, and you know what I mean, as of right now. So now you're losing revenue and losing money because you don't have that person, that attraction there anymore. You get what I'm saying? Or let alone you get another Bret Hart or Stone Cold situation where somebody gets dropped on their head and then they break the neck.
Right. Yep. I agree.
All right. Well, that was a wonderful discussion. Glad that we got Xander up in here. He had a lot to say about this. Jesus. I appreciate that our listeners are so passionate about the topics. But moving on, so let's talk about the name of this episode is Netflix Mania. The reason why I named it Netflix Mania is because WWE, it's been reported that they're pretty much booking this debut on Netflix kind of like a WrestleMania. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and read to y'all. This is what I have right here. So these are things that we can these are things that could happen or rumored to happen and things that are definitely happening. And then we can go from there. Um, will be the start and launch of a new era for WWE. Got that. But matches we're gonna have Rhea versus Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. This will be like their third match. Um, we're gonna have CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, and we're gonna have Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa. So that's what's confirmed. Now, what we have that are rumors are a rumored appearance from The Rock. Uh, actually, that's pretty much actually the only rumor because John Cena's farewell tour, so John Cena's going to be there. Cody is supposed to be there, but we'll see what happens if his kayfabe injury. We'll see what happens. Travis Scott's going to be performing.
I mean, Logan Paul's
Pat
gonna be
McAfee
there.
is back. Pat McAfee's back on commentary. Logan Paul should be there because he just signed with Raw.
Yep.
Um, and that's pretty much oh, and Bianca should be there. Bianca's going to make an appearance.
So,
So, how do y'all feel about them booking this, making this such a big deal for this debut on Netflix?
well, they have to. It's a big deal. So,
This
I,
is this, okay. Now I have my worries, right? And my worries isn't about how big and successful it's going to be. My worries are the people who are not there, how it's going to impact them. We all know how the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight streaming availability was when they used Netflix, right?
Hmm.
That shit glitched more than me using my computer.
I didn't really, knock on wood, I didn't really have no glitch issues.
Did you
You
watch it on your
lucky.
phone? Did you
Huh?
watch it on your phone? Did you watch it on
No,
your phone?
I watched it on my TV.
Listen, Netflix does not have a good track record with anything that they do live.
No,
Anything that they
at
do
all.
live.
That was the first thing I've ever watched live. I've never
Oh,
watched one of the stand ups. I haven't watched any of those.
I've watched
Well,
a
also
few. I've watched a few things live on Netflix, and every one of them it crashes.
buffer.
What else do they have besides stand ups?
I mean, they had listen. All right, that's because of my wife. All right, I watched the Love Is Blind reunion live that didn't even work. Couldn't even get it to pull up. Okay, like
Hey man, you don't gotta blame your wife, bro. That's a good show.
it is a good show. It is a good show. But
But
I'm just saying.
so like I had to stop watching it on the TV and watch it on my phone. Although yes, I know I have multiple systems going at one time. Got my kids' games, got my games, the TV, multiple TVs, computers, and stuff like that. So even when I paused it, it was still buffering like heck. Now you're talking about millions and millions of viewers that's going to be tuning into this, right? For the first time, like I to make something so big and then with the they haven't even addressed the possibility of buffering issues really. Like they've made a statement, yeah,
Well,
it's still gonna be
I
enjoyable.
went back and I looked at the article, and one of the things was that WWE was concerned about
Oh yeah.
the
So
previous history of Netflix and how they haven't had really any success with live. And
mhm.
Netflix has assured them that there should be no crashing or buffering once Raw comes to Netflix Live. I
Whew.
don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Who y'all?
I think
Who y'all?
I think
What do you think is going to get more views? Do you think that this first Raw on Netflix is going to get more views than that Jake Paul Mike Tyson?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have to check the numbers and see what that actually did.
I think that this is going to. I honestly, I think in the history of when it comes down to like streaming live, I think that this is going to be up there with probably the most views for any type of event streamed live.
Xander said no.
Nah,
What?
man. The only thing, the reason why is you got to think about it, man. You can't
This
just
is worldwide.
you can't. That's what I'm saying. You just can't think one dimensional. This is
Okay,
worldwide.
so
You got
it says here, research department hit me again. It says the fight was streamed by 60 million households on Netflix and 65 million people watched it concurrently online. That made it the most watched live streaming, one of the most watched live streaming events ever.
okay. I ain't gonna lie. 65 million is a lot. So uh, that's a
But
big number.
okay,
It's gonna come
but
close. It's gonna come close. I think it's gonna come close.
but this is the thing. But this
Hell,
is the thing.
do you think it's gonna do more numbers than the Christmas games, the NFL games on Christmas? Because the
We've
NFL
seen
games
we
was on Netflix this
hold on.
year.
It's
And
hard to
We've
Beyonce
say.
doing
seen
halftime.
no, but
It,
we've seen WWE beat NFL numbers before. This is
yeah.
the thing. That's the part that people miss it. We've seen now. You got how many? We got a couple billion people just in the U.S. Right? Then you're talking about India. Then you're talking about Japan. Then you're talking about the UK, London, Canada,
Saudi
Mexico,
Arabia.
Saudi Arabia, all the places that WWE has literally been set up shop, tore the house down, and you're telling me that they're not going to do more numbers than the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight?
It's hard
Well,
because
Zandel, my whole thing is this is a WrestleMania type event. They're booking it like one. That's why the show is called
Bro,
Netflix Mania.
look where it's at. Look where they're holding it at. The
I think
Intuit.
I think that this first Raw on Netflix, honestly, I think it's gonna do bigger numbers than the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight.
Nah,
Now
I can't say
going
that.
now going forward after that, I don't think so because it's just gonna be booked as a regular show. But with the amount of people that they have that's coming up, yeah, I do think that it could be. I do think. I mean, with John Cena, The Rocks, shit like that. Yeah, I think that they could do. They can
Okay,
do those numbers.
Vandal, I got this for you. You said do they do numbers? Do they do those numbers now on Noble cable? If they don't do it now on normal cable, they not gonna do it on Netflix. For three
That's not true.
years, SmackDown has did large numbers on cable television when Roman Reigns started the bloodline and was on this historical streak.
Yeah,
When
week
Cody
to
Rhodes was in the process of finishing his story, they did numbers that no one has ever saw. And that's not even on the 3 hour show. That's on the fucking 2 hour show. And they did big ass numbers. They beat the NBA finals. They were very close to doing the Super Bowl. And that's big in its own right.
yeah,
So you're talking
week
about
to
on
week, they're not gonna beat them week to week. But
no, not on week to week.
for this first one, for this first one, I think that they're gonna do the numbers. I definitely do.
That's the part that we're saying. Like they're gonna do big numbers on their debut. Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
Like this is for them. This is historic. For us, it's like, oh, let's just see what they got, and that's gonna be everybody's intuition. They want to see what it's gonna be like.
And you
So
also
it's
have to
already.
realize the fact that one, there's not a lot of people that have cable anymore when it comes down to USA. But there are damn sure more people that got Netflix subscriptions than they do cable to watch USA. So I don't know, man. This is hard to say. 65 million is a lot of views. I think they're gonna come damn close, or they might beat it. I can tell you that much. I think
I'm
so.
already, I'm already saying 100 mil. I'm
I
already
just
saying 100 mil.
100 mil Netflix gonna crash.
It's
100
gonna
mil
crash.
Netflix gonna
I
crash.
guarantee you. By
I
the
just
end of the
I
numbers,
promise you.
100 mil. 100 mil.
Yeah,
Yes,
Netflix
but
crashed.
don't think that big. He's saying curb your
What?
enthusiasm.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Get out of here.
All right,
You just
so
don't. But that's the thing. Do you really understand? Like the people we've been to the live event at a freaking pay per view before it was a premium live event. You've seen we ran across the most people that we thought we wouldn't see at a wrestling pay per view that we saw. I saw thugs. I saw drug dealers. I saw LGBTQIA elemental P. I saw basketball players. I saw NFL players. I saw Major League Baseball players. I've seen people of all different categories
He ain't
at a
lying.
WWE
He should
event.
not.
When I looked to see my cousin, who is as hood as can be, there, I was like, "What are you doing here, bro? I love wrestling."
But
That blew my mind.
they all everybody watches wrestling, man. I'm telling you, like they
That
can do the
blew
numbers.
my
They can
mind.
do the numbers.
Zandel said that ain't the only thing blowing your mind. He said that kush you got is crazy.
Man, it is. But guess what? You got to really think. Look how many rappers and stars and famous people that be at these events. Not just because they want to promote them, but these people actually enjoy it. Their kids enjoy it. Like,
Yeah.
Travis Scott is on the show performing.
come
Nah,
on, man.
they can definitely, without a doubt, they can
All
do the
right.
numbers.
So we have two questions.
Hold on.
These are actually from Zandel
Before you
because
get to the
okay, go ahead.
questions, I got a question.
Okay.
'Cause now you got me thinking, right? With this is going to Netflix. You posted up that article about Roman Reigns and Solo. How would you feel about this tribal chief title? Like people's, like you're talking about, like the people's champ title. How
I
would you
wouldn't be
feel
mad at
about?
I wouldn't be mad at it
I
because
kind of
if you're going to depending on how long this goes, if you're saying that the Ulafala is the tribal combat championship, that's one thing, but that's for the tribal chiefness. Tribal combat, well, every time they do it, it's for the right to be tribal chief, I guess.
well, no,
So,
that's not true. Well, yeah, I
well,
guess so. When he
the
fought
last time because
Jimmy,
it was
Jay,
Jay and
yeah,
Roman,
yeah,
and
but
it was
that
for the
wasn't for
title.
tribal chief.
Well, it was for the title though.
Well, yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you want to just keep it because technically, if you're just doing it for tribal chiefness, then it would be the Ulafala. That would be technically the championship.
I don't think it works, me personally, because nobody outside of the bloodline to me would be able to win this championship.
Damn right. As they
Versus
shouldn't. Just like
versus
nobody should be able to wear the
people's champion.
Ulafala outside the family.
I would be more on point with the people's champion being a championship where they could have on the show, because then you can have
that should be the new TV title.
exactly. You can have whatever popular wrestler at the time or up and coming popular wrestler, they could be the one to win that. Yeah, correct. Just like the BMF title. That's exactly what it's like. But you can have whoever fight for the BMF title, right?
That's
you
true,
can't have whoever
anybody fight for that.
Yeah, you can't have whoever fight for the tribal chief championship.
Sammy could never fight for the tribal chief championship.
Exactly.
Or the tribe. Well, but he said tribal combat. But I guess you got to be in the tribe.
You got to be in the tribe.
Fight in combat. Yeah.
So Sammy technically could fight for it. But I'm just saying, I don't know. I just figured that'd be a topic. That's a good topic to talk about, because I was like, okay. I don't know if I'm feeling that or not.
All right, but let me get to Zando had two questions, and it goes towards what we were talking about as far as Netflix. We're gonna double back to this.
Does one of those questions involve CM Punk?
It does.
Or EO Sky.
CM Punk. But we're gonna do this one first. This one involves Cody, the man of the hour. Does Cody need this injury angle to help get his heat back? Especially, I don't know if heat's the right word, but to get his fanfare back, especially since he had fans chanting "You deserve it" when he was getting carted off on the stretcher.
Oh my God! I'll let y'all answer that.
That was the question. Does he need this injury angle to pretty much get sympathy back, especially since he had fans chanting "You deserve it"? Because he said in the question he put heat back, but Cody, he doesn't need heat because he's a babyface. So I'm gonna say his sympathy back. People riding for him again because everybody's not as loyal as certain people.
But how does he get that back?
Nobody. I don't know. Being hit by a band move and being injured for 2 weeks.
How do you get something back that you never lost?
But no, this is my thing.
You deserve a chance is wild.
Hold on, but this is my thing. Did anybody think that they was gonna hear "You deserve a chance" once he got hit by that power driver?
Yep. Listen, people make it sound like when you go to every event, you got everybody in the arena chanting for Cody. There are people there that legitimately do not like Cody Rhodes and his character. So yeah, I can 100% see people chanting "You deserve." I mean, John Cena.
But the question is, does he need it, the injury angle, to get his stuff back?
How do you need an angle to get something back that you haven't lost? Cody hasn't lost anything, so no, I don't.
That's what I'm trying to. I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out, is because we know that who's he gonna get it back for? Because Cody's never liked by the grown ass men. Nobody likes him. Those are the same men that call him the Cody.
It's not just men that were saying it though.
It wasn't kids.
How you know?
It wasn't women.
How do you know?
Did you hear it?
Men are louder than women.
But you didn't hear. You deserve it. You deserve it. You hear? You deserve it. Like, it's apparent, man.
It's come on, man. We already know what it is. Like, come on. In the history,
it was the same one that called him the Crody Crybaby. Did he need to get
back from wrestling? Whenever you have a specific person, especially a babyface, that is the champion, nobody likes a babyface as a champion. Everybody wants the heel as the champion. And then the ones that do like the babyface, as John Cena pointed out, are women and children. And then all the males hate the babyface, and they always root for the heels. So I mean, this is nothing new. This is the same as it's always been.
You know what else is new?
You're always gonna have that group of guys that don't like whoever the face is for the champion, specifically because they're face. That's all.
If CM Punk is champion, you think he's gonna be grown men booing him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Of course, yes. I don't know why I asked that. Because I already know your answers. So, uh, but what, you know what else isn't new in wrestling is if a certain wrestler is getting, because everybody ain't on John Cena's level to where it don't matter how much you get booed, they ain't changing you no matter what. Once you
Right now,
start getting a
Cody's here.
certain reaction, once you start getting a certain reaction, they will start to shift. That's honestly what happened with Priest and Rhea. They started
No,
getting baby face reactions and they switched them to a face.
I agree
Unofficially,
with
but they
you.
switched them to faces until they got
But
kicked out the group.
I agree with you. But my point is, as of right now, Cody Rhodes is the closest thing that we have, and you got to admit it. Cody Rhodes is the closest thing to John Cena's level right now. Cody
Which is
Rhodes,
why it's going to be so great when he finally turns heel. God,
Cody,
I can't
Cody
wait. I
Rhodes,
can't
Cody
fucking
Rhodes
wait.
can get booed out of the building, and everybody chants how much they
Whoa,
hate him.
whoa, false accusations. Kofi was booed when he
Yes,
went for his Kofi
Kofi
Mania
was
thing
definitely
because they
booed.
wanted Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali was on a run. Daniel Bryan was booed.
I don't know which wrestling he's watching. If
During
you're
you trying
talking about, if you're talking
during
about
the
Kofi was
during the yes movement, he was
no,
booed.
hold on. No, okay, listen. Let's pause. Back up for a second, okay?
Wow, it sounds
Daniel
bad.
Bryan was not booed during the Yes Movement until after he won the championship.
Facts,
Same thing with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes wasn't booed until after he won the championship. Kofi
facts.
Kingston wasn't booed until after he won the championship. We're not talking about
He
their
was
road.
booed
When
during.
We're not talking about.
when
We're
was
not
Daniel
talking
Bryan
about
booed
their
after he won
road
the
to
title?
being the champion. No,
When
we're
the
talking
hell was
about
he
the
booed
fact
as a
that
face champ?
Who, Daniel Bryan?
Yes. When?
Let's. Who did he go against? Because he was booed.
Daniel
It
Bryan
wasn't.
was
It wasn't. It wasn't no Dominic Mysterio boo, but it was
Nobody has that.
definitely no. But it was definitely in some processes where he was going against certain people, and it was like, yeah, I'm kind of over this yes movement. I'm ready for him to
Daniel
lose.
Bryan
Yeah.
was definitely booed as a face after he won the championship. He definitely was. My thing is, I'm
Okay.
saying is that
Well, if you heard them 10 grown men booing, I don't know if that counts.
We're talking about Cody Rhodes after he
Who was
won
the
the
boo?
championship into his title reign.
Hold
Well,
on, time out.
Dom was getting cheers against Gunther. Is he face now? Like,
It's not the same. It's not the
it's never the
same.
same. It's never the same.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
Listen, all I'm
We,
saying is
me,
that
hold on,
all
me and Jay just explained. Grown ass men, pretty much our age, love to cheer heels. Grown
yes,
ass men of our age love to boo faces. Dominic Mysterio being cheered, grown ass men. Booed by the women and children.
You trying to tell me all them damn boos come from women and children?
No, it's some maybe, bro.
okay. Let's just put it like this. Okay, hold on. You made a perfect point, and this is the reason I want to touch on it. Okay, once Damian Priest and once Rhea Ripley got the championship, and they started getting cheered because they were heel, right? The crowd pretty much turned them into faces. Do we not? Do we agree on this? Correct.
I,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Once they became face, WWE made the decision. All right, it's time to drop these titles. Do y'all agree with that? Correct. Right. The
I,
only reason why I feel like they dropped these titles is
Well, Rhea
because
got hurt. Rhea got hurt though.
Rhea got hurt and she had to relinquish it. All right, so let's just focus on Priest. All right.
All right.
The one of the reasons why Priest dropped this title is because, well, one, his title reign wasn't really memorable, but two, he was pretty much going face, and it was time to move that belt on to somebody else. Okay, you mean to tell me that if Cody Rhodes is in this building getting booed by every guy and getting cheered by every women and children, do you think that they're going to take the title off of him because of that? Come on, let's be honest. It's a
I
no.
hope so. I hope so.
If they didn't do it for John Cena, they're not going to do it for Cody. That's all I'm going to say. That's my
Everybody is not John Cena. John Cena is a
everybody's not.
mythical creature.
I'm not comparing everybody to John Cena. I'm comparing one person. And I'm saying Cody Rhodes is the closest thing that you have right now to what John Cena was when he was
Yes,
going.
I
When he was
agree.
in
I
his
agree
prime.
with that. He is the
Okay.
modern day John Cena.
So
But
what I'm saying is,
I see them. They'll pull the trigger on him turning heel.
yes, I'm not disagreeing on that. I'm not disagreeing. We
But you
all
got
know
this.
Cody Rhodes is
You
gonna go heel. It's coming. It's
Cody
not
Rhodes
coming.
has been healed.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it. He's been healed.
Cody Rhodes will go. Cody Rhodes will absolutely go heel. All I'm saying is that one, Cody's not going to go heel until he loses this championship. He's not going heel on this current title run. That's not happening. And then two,
I'll agree with that.
and then two, they're not going to make him drop the championship because he's getting booed by grown men because they don't like faces. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's the only point I'm trying to make.
You mean say the same grown men that's buying all that merch?
There you go, buying all the merch for the kids, for the wife and kids. Exactly.
All right. So this was the other question he had. This is the CM Punk one. It was, does Seth need this feud more than Punk does,
No,
or vice versa?
no. CM Punk needs this feud. CM
Does
Punk
he?
needs this. Yes, absolutely, 100%. CM Punk's only goal right now is to headline WrestleMania. He needs this feud way more than Seth Rollins. Seth
It's
Rollins,
1,000 ways. It's 1,000 ways for him to get to WrestleMania,
there is 1,000 ways for him to get to WrestleMania.
and
But
this
CM Punk
feud ain't going to stop that.
CM Punk absolutely 100%. We're talking about Seth freaking Rollins here, a person who can get a title match at the drop of a dime. That's not
According to
happening.
CM, according to CM Punk, that ain't true.
Are we watching the same show?
I'm just going by what CM Punk says about Seth Rollins.
No, you co-signing it. You co-sign. You gaslighting.
I don't even like CM Punk. No. I called bullshit on CM Punk when he first came back. I called bullshit on him when he was at the press conference yesterday talking about I never really wanted to leave WWE. Motherfucker, you
Bullshit.
literally went on
Bullshit.
AEW and said that you left wrestling once you left ROH.
You
Get the
talk,
fuck out of here.
you talk so much shit. He couldn't stop taking shots at WWE when he was
Like,
in AEW.
come on, bro. Like,
But
I
come
do
on,
not, I don't like CM Punk
let's
at
be
all.
honest. Let's be honest. Let's really focus this in and let's really think about this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me that CM Punk needs this more than Seth Rollins needs this. All right.
You mean vice versa? You mean Seth needs it more?
No, CM Punk needs it more. CM Punk absolutely needs this feud. CM Punk needs to come out on top of this feud way more than Seth Rollins needs. Seth Rollins doesn't need to go to WrestleMania and headline it, right? He's done it. Seth Rollins can easily have a match with whoever at WrestleMania, and pretty much it'll be built up as the headliner.
Well, here we
though
go.
it's not the headliner.
We got the person that Xander loves the most against the person he hates the most, Punk and Seth.
So check this out. You remember when Seth Rollins came back from his little minor hiatus and stuff
Yeah.
before he got tsunami? What did
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins say? He said, "I could get a title match, but I want to earn it. I want to
Mm-hmm.
earn it." Right? He said he's due for a rematch, but he's gonna earn it. He's gonna take the hard way, and then he got put out with a tsunami.
Yeah, that's true. He never did get his rematch.
That
Yeah.
statement right here just ultimately proved the point that Seth can get a damn title match whenever he wants. It doesn't even matter what title. He could pick a bum off the street like Braun. What? Braun
Okay,
Strowman can-
oh, I got a question for that because yeah, Seth Rollins, he lost his title and he didn't get an automatic rematch. Yet Rhea has gotten like 3 straight rematches against Liv. But I guess because she asked for them. Maybe that's the difference.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, oh God, I hate saying this because I hate this version of his character, but yeah, I agree. Punk needs this more.
Thank you.
I agree.
Thank you.
Punk needs this more. He needs this more.
It shouldn't even been that daggone hard for you to admit that.
Because if the rumors are true that because I'm just saying JD, I sent it to y'all the little what if, and it was KO, Drew, and Seth, and you saw Drew talking to Seth. Seth is clearly turning heel. And with that being the case, if he's going to make a new 3-man group, then Punk needs this more. Punk
I'm
needs this
telling
Mm,
more.
what better of a champion than a heel Seth Rollins when he does get his title,
you,
right?
go ahead.
When he does get it,
That
like
group ain't gonna last. That group ain't gonna last long. Though it's too many egos. That group will not last
of
long.
course, it didn't last long when it was Braun Strowman, Drew McIntyre, and Bobby Lashley. That shit didn't last well. And then you try to get Baron Corbin in, that shit didn't work. Like,
Dolph
of course,
Ziggler.
yeah, but okay, so he says nobody cares whether Seth Rollins is champion. Obviously, he doesn't watch WWE,
He
but
does it.
he doesn't watch it. He definitely watches AEW, who we don't even know who the fuck is champion at a certain time, unless it's Dean Ambrose or MJF or freaking Kenny Omega. Those are the only three that I remember who did hold the title.
Shout out to
I don't get
Kenny.
how I
Shout
don't
out to
get how
Kenny. He's coming
nobody
back. He's coming back. Coming back next month.
I don't get how nobody cares that Seth Rollins is champion, and we're talking about we're what a couple of weeks away from 2025, and I guarantee you, at some point in 2025, Seth Rollins will be in a title match. Off
And
pit.
this is the thing. You do see like every championship that Seth Rollins has held, he's actually made a lot more relevant.
Let's see this.
Xander.
Seth has main event at 2 Manias. Technically one an attack match. He must be doing this typing this shit fast as hell. And one an impromptu match. I guess a mystery opponent. Come on now, those are like real main events.
My only rebuttal to that is how many WrestleMania is the CM Punk main event?
Well, if you listen
Mm.
to Triple H events, Wrestling the Undertaker is a main event, and he did that.
No, it definitely is, but it wasn't promoted as a main event. No, we're not giving no technicalities. No, we're not here.
Xander, you can't say who
Nope,
cares when
nope.
CM Punk cares.
Exactly. No, we're not doing that. No,
CM Punk cares. That's who cares.
let's put some respect on it. All right. You the one that you went down this road. So now you gotta take these lashings on it. All right. CM Punk has not main evented not one WrestleMania, and that's the whole reason why he came back to WWE, even though it's because he got fired from AEW because he couldn't keep his mouth shut and do the right thing. So now he's back where he talked all that shit about just so he could main event WrestleMania. CM Punk 100% needs this way more than Seth Rollins needs this. Seth Rollins doesn't need this.
And then I know I be dogging out Cody. It's fun to do. But that Cody came back and got 2 WrestleMania main events back to back.
Right. Hand it to him on the
And
goldenest platter possible.
Zandel, also people care so less about Seth they want Priest to be champ. That goes back to what we were saying earlier. What they were saying when you become a face and you hold it for a long time, people want you to lose it. That's all that part goes to right there.
He said he made the Raw title relevant. Yeah, the one we considered a secondary title. It was absolutely a secondary title, but you just proved it. Seth Rollins made it relevant. That's why they chose to put the new World Heavyweight Championship on Seth Rollins. They could have put it on how many other
Oh,
people,
okay.
but they
He's
put it
not
on
typing.
Seth Rollins.
He's talking into his phone.
You're talking too fast. You gotta slow it down. The fact that you made that statement right there about the title just goes to show that CM Punk needs this way more than Seth Rollins needs this.
Facts. And
and
Seth Rollins is
somebody had to be the first.
if Seth Rollins is the first person that you think of to win a new title that they just brought out. I don't know what does that say. Obviously, he's the guy.
Well, Xander, the whole point of their feud is that they are just alike. That's the whole point of their feud.
No, he's not like Punk.
No.
Punk is below Seth Rollins.
Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, that's a
Punk
good
take
response from him.
Punk wins the title, they make another title just like it, so somebody else can have it.
Now, when Punk finally wins that title, I mean, he still won't be on Seth Rollins' level, but I mean, he's one step closer.
When he wins it, he's not holding it for 300 and something. He's not holding it for a year.
No, he's holding it until he loses it to John Cena at SummerSlam.
There we go.
All right, this is so jokes by JJ are one of our contributors that have come pops on the stream once along. This is the last question I'm gonna ask before we get to some quick AW stuff. He says, why does WWE keep pushing Rhea like 2015 through 2019 Charlotte, despite that being the exact reason why people hate Charlotte now?
He just answered his own question. There's nobody else for them to push. Who are they gonna push? There's absolutely.
I mean, they're current world champion.
So if you look at Rhea,
You
right?
know, the only reason why Liv Morgan has that title, and don't get me wrong, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad
200
at
plus
Liv
days.
I'm not mad at Liv Morgan with the championship right now. But I want people to really understand that the only reason why Liv Morgan has that championship is because Rhea got injured. If Rhea did get injured, Rhea would still be holding on to that title right now. That's all I'm gonna say. So Rhea right now is the modern day Charlotte for Raw.
But this is the thing. This is what, her second or third title reign? That's it.
Who Liz?
Rhea.
Yeah.
This is only her second or third title reign. So if you look at Rhea, she gives you the China-esque, right? And that's what people love about it. The big butchy badass. Like they love that part. I don't even compare her to Charlotte. Charlotte was giving everything. Rhea actually fights.
That is true. That is very true.
Charlotte was getting everything. When Charlotte comes back, she's about to get the damn title again. Like she's gonna be closer to breaking Ric Flair's record than John Cena when she gets back.
I'm not gonna take anything away from Charlotte because
no,
Charlotte is
I take 3 title reigns off of her belt.
Shit, more than 3. But I'm just saying that Charlotte is a damn good wrestler. And I understand and I see why they put Charlotte in the position that she's in. Where she handed a shit ton of title reigns, yes, she definitely was handed a shit ton of title reigns, right?
Zando says that she doesn't put anybody over, which is ironic because he put the woman being compared to her over in Rhea.
I mean, who has
she put Rhea over at Mania?
Rhea hasn't put anybody over. So I mean, I can agree with that because Rhea hasn't put anybody over, but Rhea's not in the same position as Charlotte to put people over right now.
Yeah,
but this is the thing. Rhea, in another sense, Rhea is technically putting Liv over with their storyline.
I would give you that. I would say that yes. Right now, Liv is the only person Rhea is probably putting over. Yeah,
I agree. I think that being involved in a story could technically be putting people's over as opposed to just losing matches to them. Rhea's character is more likable in and out of the ring than Charlotte. Charlotte is a very sweet woman outside of the ring. She's very nice.
I agree with that statement too. I think fan wise, there's something about Rhea. I don't care what anybody say.
She has the it factor.
There's something about Rhea, and it's not going. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. I can tell you that much right now.
It changed when she changed her look.
Definitely,
that blonde hair won't cut it.
Yeah.
When she got the dark hair, she grew it long, and then she started embracing certain things. Yeah. You see how wild she be getting at them live shows.
and then you think about Charlotte. Like Charlotte is her. When you look at her, you look at her dad. You see her dad. Like that's just the most comparable thing.
Well, it's because of the way that Charlotte carries herself. Everything that she does is Nature Boy-esque. Her entrance.
Yeah, she's the queen.
The way that she wrestles. I mean, it's everything is Nature Boy. So, and I get it. She's the Ric Flair of the women division, so I understand it. But like you said, Trey, as soon as Charlotte comes back, we already know she's going to be in the title picture off
But
gate.
she
But
gonna she gonna be on SmackDown though, I think.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it's not like she's going to have to earn a title match.
She probably
Somehow,
gonna win the road. She probably gonna win the Rumble.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
that's gonna be oh, oh, that's gonna be the most least crowd reaction ever.
Um.
Believe it or
All
not,
right.
Charlotte has
So
a huge. Charlotte has the fan. Her fan base is ridiculous. So I give her that. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
We talk shit. Well, y'all talking shit. I fuck some Charlotte, but yeah, Charlotte's fan base is crazy. But all right, so we're gonna finish out. That's the end of subscriber questions. Thank you. We didn't get to all of them, but we had a lot. But we talked about a lot of stuff. Some quick ROH. I mean not ROH. AEW stuff.
okay, I'm out.
Shout
See
out
y'all
to
later.
Athena. She has held the ROH Women's World Championship for 2 years. That is 730 days.
I have a lot to say about that,
So shout
and
out to Athena.
we ain't got enough time to even go over that.
We don't. It's just some quick stuff.
Yeah,
Uh,
so I'm gonna just leave
and
it at
then
that because
speaking
it's
of black
great and it's
wrestlers,
bad at the same time.
I don't know if y'all watched AW last night, but Ricochet, man, the boy guy, he got yoked up by Bobby Lashley because MVP said that nobody likes to kiss ass. He was over here talking about, did y'all see my match this way? Did y'all see me do this? Y'all see me do that? And then he was like, yeah, I saw it. MVP, he said, you still got my business card? MVP, he put it out. MVP took it, ripped that thing up.
So when you watch the clip, it looked like Ricochet was pulling out his black card. he was he was getting his black card ripped up. I was like, why do you gotta do Ricochet like that? But that's all. Yeah.
Mhm.
So is it? Uh, you know what?
He
I
says
wish you could
that
put it.
he
I
doesn't.
wish you could put emojis on here. Just like one of them clown emojis. You know what I'm saying? Because we said this a long time ago. The grass ain't fucking cleaner on the other side, right? The grass is not greener on the other side.
I mean, I guess it depends on who's smelling the grass.
I guess it depends on who's cutting you. Ricochet, bad move, my brother. Bad move.
Is it though? Is it though?
Okay, it's getting him a lot of attention, but Ricochet was having a match every freaking night. Like he was still getting attention. He
Yeah,
just
but he
wanted
was
a
having a
title.
match. He was having a match for what? Not a damn thing.
Exactly.
He ain't having
Like,
a
I
match for
mean,
nothing now.
so if you were Apollo Crews, you would just stay where you are, getting bitched by the bloodline backstage, not getting no matches, as opposed to going to AEW and getting at least some TV time.
What?
Just it's a
Look,
yes or no.
I forgot Apollo Crews was signed to WWE until he got
Okay.
smacked by the bloodline. So
This ain't about Apollo Crews. This is about Ricochet.
This is about people leaving for the other side.
I
To
don't
do
blame
what?
him for
Come
leaving.
back.
I don't blame
To
him for
come
leaving.
back.
At least he's a part of a storyline. You know what I said? I don't know where they're going to go with this storyline with him. If he's joining the Hurt Syndicate, I think it's smoke and mirrors with the Bobby Lashley and the MVP move. I think I think Ricochet is joining them. I really believe it
I think
now,
he is too. I think he is too.
especially the way that he just got yoked up by Bobby Lashley and they ripped up the card. I really think that's smoke and mirrors. So
So he's gonna be the one to take out what's his name?
100%, yeah.
Swerve. So
Yeah,
Ricochet gonna be the one to take out Swerve.
I think so.
Well, they teased the fight last night. Okay, look at Xandel. I won't say what her fan base consists of. Don't want to get y'all canceled. People kill me. Like his disdain for Charlotte needs to be studied. But
You say Ricochet.
Ricochet is thirsty. But that's why I think that he's going to join. He has to prove himself. Because
Exactly.
MVP didn't say that he was out, and then they didn't attack him. Like he just yoked him up real quick. MVP took the card. Lashley fixed his tie,
There
and then
you
they let
go.
him get on his merry
You
way.
just said it yourself. They didn't attack him.
Yeah, they didn't attack him.
And they didn't
But
say you won't be part of the Hurt Syndicate. So
Also, so Athena, she did also kind of throw a shot at Mercedes Monet. Talking about she want to get her in the ring. I think that would be dope.
Why? So they could just put
But
another belt on Mercedes?
now if she gets that ROH, that's crazy. That is insanity. That's insanity. I love Mercedes, but damn.
Why not? They did it with Kenny. They made him the belt collector. Why not let Mercedes
Oh,
do
I forgot.
First of all,
I almost forgot. This the last thing about
hold on,
AEW.
hold on. Before you go to that, I just got to touch what Jay just said. Now, that's true about Mercedes being like the cleaner and the belt collector and stuff like that, right? And if you watch any of her lives, she stands 10 toes down for AEW.
She
So,
does. I saw her live. I saw her live.
so just the whole simple fact that she's standing 10 toes down, I definitely could see her racking up.
Yeah.
Because she calls out everybody who says you should go back to WWE.
Yeah.
Her
I
recent thing
guess
was about how much money she making now, and like how like all her matches, whether it's on AEW or it's with New Japan, has been bangers, whatever
I guess the grass is greener for her.
It
for
definitely is.
her.
But we
Yeah,
already
for
knew
her.
that.
Yeah.
We already knew that was going to be that way,
Some
though.
people said it wasn't. Some people said that she's falling off since she went to AEW.
And those people are
I,
haters.
I have, I have. I say her promos were bullshit.
Well,
I
they've always
said
been
she,
bullshit though.
I said she has no chemistry with the girls in AEW, but she got mad chemistry with the people with the superstars at New Japan. I have. Not gonna change that.
All right, so this is Zando actually sent this to me. Zando getting a lot of play this episode. He sent this to me, but I also saw this earlier as well. So this is the last thing. So Warner Brothers in their press release today announced details regarding AEW's library being available on Max starting in 2025. Dynamite, Collision, and Rampage, and all AEW pay-per-view library content through the end of 2024, representing more than 700 hours of action, will be made available on Max on a rolling basis. At launch, all Dynamite episodes and pay-per-views from the company's inaugural 2019 year will be available, as well as more than 2 months of the most recent AEW programming that aired across WBD's networks. Select episodes will be made available shortly after launch.
Isn't one of
And
their shows going to Max?
yeah, Dynamite is going to be on Max in January,
That's okay.
and that's when they say that Kenny's supposed to be coming back.
You know what's funny?
What's that?
You can have a library after just 6 years.
Well, they got the ROH library too.
Yeah.
Oh, I said, damn, that's like a new high school having a class reunion after just.
No, I think majority of those hours is the ROH library too.
Okay.
And then you got to think, especially if you want to go back and watch the early years of AEW where everybody thought it was the best. I mean, shit. There you go.
I'm not gonna lie though, man. The HBO Max move by AEW is a power move. You got
No,
to
it
give
is.
it's definitely a power move. And HBO Max is more established with live streaming than Netflix is. So I don't see them having any type of problems with that. And I ain't gonna lie, like once they move to Max and they do get the library up on Max, I mean I'll probably check out. I ain't got no problem with going back. I loved ROH back in the day. So I've been wanting to go back and catch some of their older catalogs. So
Okay.
I'm gonna see what they
Look,
got.
I need y'all to get off of the dog Sasha Banks thing in the chat. Dog, talking about she's the ultimate dragon of the female division. She fancy since a divorce.
Listen, you're talking to a person who's saying Io Sky is never mind. Go
Io
ahead.
Sky is legit. She is legit.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
She's not.
She is.
She's not. Absolutely not.
Your hate for Io Sky needs to be studied as well. But all right, man. That's it. That's it, everybody. We're out of here.
This has been a compelling episode. Yeah, this is how you roll into the holidays. So to this, I say Merry Christmas to you all. Um, are we gonna be on? No, that's are
Next
we gonna be
week,
on after
next
New
week,
Year's?
no, next
Jay, you
week,
ain't gonna be on the day
no.
after New Year's. I know not next week.
Oh, after New
But the
Year's,
week,
yeah,
but the
yeah,
Yeah,
week
after
after,
January.
yeah,
the week after, New Year's Day week, we
Yeah.
could do episode that week.
yeah, yeah.
So
I was just about to
what we
say,
gonna do?
if y'all streaming next week, I'm back to part time. So
So what we gonna do? We're gonna do a Netflix prediction on
Yeah,
January 2nd.
yep. And some other stuff would have happened by then too. We got a couple of well, Raw was
Oh
taped, so that's
yeah, it's all right.
so but so that's gonna happen. But SmackDown's going should be live next week
get
because
ready for
Christmas would have
all the
already happened.
spoilers. Get ready for all the spoilers.
Well, actually, there haven't been a lot of spoilers.
Yes, they
I saw
have.
a couple, but I've only seen two.
So if you want to know, go check it out for yourself.
Exactly,
Ah,
I
y'all
saw
thought I
two,
was
but I skipped it. Well, I'm gonna cut the stream if you try to spoil it.
well, the fact that
Man,
Jay is
okay. Yeah, you talking about this Jay? You talking about this Jay?
ah, that's how I do it.
But yeah, and then also, so next week, um, if y'all, I might do an episode next week. I might do like I did during the Thanksgiving. I might do another
You
viewer
can't,
call in.
you can't get enough, y'all. Can't get enough.
You damn right. I'm trying to get our numbers up. You're more than welcome to join me if you want to do it on a Monday or Tuesday next week.
Oh, fuck. I don't have to get permission to join.
I said
This
if
is
you
my
want
baby
to.
just as much. This is just as much as my baby as it is yours.
I said if you want to. I send the invites out.
I don't need a fucking invite. I done got the passcodes. I'm just trolling. I'm just trolling. They try to hold it together so bad.
Ooh,
I'm just
I'll
saying.
be on. I'll be on.
All right, cool. Because I do want to get an episode out next week. It don't even got to be. We don't even got to talk about regular stuff. I've been trying to get y'all to send us questions about stuff that isn't about current wrestling, just so we can like switch it up a little bit. But if y'all just want to talk about the current stuff, that's cool. But all right,
Jay, chill, bro. So, so you'll see Jay January 2nd.
two of y'all will be.
Hey, peace out, y'all. Merry Christmas.
All right,
you never know. You might see a surprise appearance.
this is Treyway signing out. OTR. Peace.